Hello everyone, what's happening? This is Forgo, and today we're going to answer the question as to whether or not Nameless was worth the wait. Now, for some of us that are just big fans of the character, oh yeah, of course. Always worth the wait for any character you love, of course. But is he worth the wait as far as how good is he? So let's take a look at old boy real quick. And I got Nameless all decked out. I got his capsules maxed out. He's at level 90. All of his cores are completely unlocked. And to be fully transparent with all of you, you might want to ask, how did I do this? I ended up buying one of those packs for $25. They gave 300 rainbow souls. And that's how I was able to limit break old boy, get him all the way up to level 90. I had quite a few purple souls already. And that's how I got him up to level 90. So I did spend a little bit of money, but for Nameless, I thought it was well worth it. Usually I would grind out this kind of thing. I just grind out these characters, but Nameless was just kind of the exception to the rule. This guy has been the most hyped up character. A lot of people saved a lot of damn rubies in hopes to get him, and unfortunately some of those people didn't get him. So I'm sorry to hear that, but some of us did, and we were very, very fortunate. I am going to run this Mr. Big set on him, and I do have the Tekken set, but I'm going to run the Mr. Big set because everybody can get this set completely for free for facing the Gonets event. And this set's amazing for Nameless because it's going to increase his defenses for each card, which is wonderful. Going to give an extra 21% extra defenses, and it's going to give him an increased attack by 42% of defense and recovers HP by 3% and gains 3% power upon defeating an enemy. This is a wonderful card set for him because it synergizes really well with his second skill and his core effects, and we'll talk about that in a second. And then I have these two cooldown cards, which are going to offer an extra 7% extra defenses with the two cards combined, and then to decrease skill cooldown, which is very important for old Nameless. His Infinity is all the way maxed out, level 15. I grind the hell out of his, and this is something else that's nice, by the way, is you can get his Infinity from the story mode, which is wonderful. It's nice that you can get those Infinities. That is sweet. And I'm not going to go everything, I did play this guy in a little bit of friendly match PvP, but it was lagging really bad, so I'm not going to put that in this video. It was terrible. But I did notice he was really good against Rugal because he has the 60% stun duration decrease. That worked out really well. He has the 15% power charge rate increase, which is absolutely wonderful for Nameless. He's got the petrified duration decrease. He's got the crit rate increase, which is awesome for him. And then you have Nest Test Subject, and this is where the Mr. Big synergizes really well with him, and that power charge rate synergizes really well with him because he obtains 5% power upon landing a critical hit. So when you're landing critical hits, and if you're running the Mr. Big set and killing enemies together combined with the 15% power charge rate, he's going to build his PG super fast. Cooldown time of 3 seconds, and plus he gets an increased penetration by 650 for 5 seconds upon landing a critical hit. That stacks up to 3. So he's going to get an extra penetration of 1950, I believe, which is pretty sweet. And then he applies his little lady effect to the target upon landing an active skill. Deals burn damage equal to 150% of attack. He has something interesting about Nameless is he has no burn damage in his skills. But because of this core effect, he gets the burn damage equal to 150% of attack, which is pretty cool. And decreased power by 5%. And then he has a 25% chance to gain super armor for 4 seconds. If characters are guarding against you, you'll never get this super armor. It will never pop up. You need to catch characters when they're attacking you, when they're not guarding. Then you have that 25% chance to gain the super armor. Take a look at his skills. The first skill is pretty awesome. You got the damage text, and then you got the PvP exclusive. Target cannot roll for 4 seconds by landing a skill. Disable target strike active skills for 3 seconds when a successful skill or guard included ends. So he can disable the roll no matter what, so if they're guarding or not. But he can't ignore guard, which is something that I feel Nameless really needs, although some people would argue he'd be broken if he did have that. However, when the Ryugo set comes into the game, the card set, he will have a 10% chance to ignore guard, so that might be a good card set for him whenever that shows up in the game. And then the second skill, increase attack by 45% of defenses for 8 seconds when using the skill. And this synergizes beautifully with the Mr. Big set and his leadership. We'll talk about that in a second. Because it's increased attack by 45% of defenses, which is awesome. And then the third skill gives him immunity to all damage. So when you're landing your skills, when you're landing your active skills, you got a 25% chance to gain super armor for 4 seconds. And you can also make yourself immune from the third skill. And something that's nice about the third skill is that you also won't take any damage when characters are using their special skill, as long as you use the third skill first for that 3-second duration, which is really nice. And then his finisher skill, or his striker skill, is just some damage. So let's preview his skills. So the first skill is really nice. It pulls them in actually. You can see them pull them in. That's really good. And the second skill, if he gets the super armor, if he does get that super armor, if you actually land a success, if you catch an opponent while they're attacking you, you can use the skill. Even if a character has hyper armor and say Genjiro's third skill and he's attacking you, if you attack and your core effect goes into effect, you'll get the super armor so your skills won't get interrupted. However, it's a 25% chance, but still pretty cool to know. And then the third skill, if you look really closely, you can see the bottom of the screen, that red flame shoots all the way across the screen. This is a wonderful range attack. You really can't see it in the skill preview, but you'll see it in the actual gameplay. And then his special skill, really cool skill, man. Really like this. Very nice. And then this is his 3PG card. This is absolutely wonderful. Now this skill, you need to be somewhat close to your opponent for you to be able to use it, because if you're not, the skill will get canceled. It actually happened to me in a friendly match. And then the 5PG card here, which I really like this skill, but unfortunately it's a 5PG card. You really be better off with a 3PG card. And just for full transparency, I did go ahead and spend $50, and I did go ahead and get the 3PG card. And if you notice, I do have this card at level 10. It's completely maxed out. He's all decked out. You can see that he's rocking almost 23,600 CP. And I almost forgot, but Nameless's leadership is really nice because he increases next fighter attack by 40%, so it's a self-buffing leadership, but he also increases his defenses by 12%, therefore increasing his defensive stats. And then this second skill actually becomes even more powerful because it's an attack based off your defenses, so that's actually pretty freaking cool. So let's get out of here and let's go into match. We're going to go against League. I've already played one match just for fun, but we're just going to use Nameless. We're just going to use his leadership. We do get an extra team relation, having all defensive fighters, increase fighter defense by 5%. So that's actually going to buff him up a little bit more. Jin and Whip won't benefit from the leadership, and I know Whip has a 60% increase to attack for defensive fighters, but we're just going to use Nameless. He has a great leadership. It's a good self-buffing leadership. We'll see how he does. Let's do this. Come on. Come on. Now, I like to start with the 3 because it has that immunity and it has that long range attack. So I'm hoping that our super armor will trigger if we land the attack. We'll see. Now, Ash can be a little bit tricky. Come on, 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 come on. No super armor. No super armor. Oh, come on, come on, come on. There we go, there we go. Super armor didn't trigger at all. That really screwed us. And that's the thing, you know, if his super armor doesn't trigger, his skills can get interrupted. But when it triggers, oh my lord. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Ash, man, he can be a real pain sometimes because whenever burn deals to him, he actually gets super armor from his core effects. So he can actually be very deadly against Nameless. Alright, pretty big. Now she can be a tricky little heifer. Oh crap. Alright, there we go, there we go. Yeah! See ya, honey. Freaking love it. Oh, I love that skill so much. So beautiful. I love how he swings the cape around too. That's really nice. Really nice. That was a little bit better showing. Let's go ahead and do another one just for fun. We'll go ahead and spend a little rubies. Just one more. Come on, here we go. And usually, you know, like I said, I start with that 3, hope to get super armor, and then what you want to do is you want to go into, I like to go into the first skill, and I use the attack buff last because he built his PG so fast. See what I'm saying? Like, he just, he just murdered Jin like it was nothing. The super armor triggered, it was beautiful. Now you could start with that second skill if you want, because your super armor could trigger if you land your attack on your opponent, as long as they're not guarding. But like I said, I like to start with that immunity because it just seems to be a lot safer way to go. And you saw how easy that was. He pretty much plows through this stuff. He's pretty amazing. Let's go ahead and go in here. I always collect my elixirs every single day and collect these tickets every day. I'm just doing it now so I don't forget about it. So let's go and do some PvE content. So let's go in here. We will take on Athena. Where you at, girl? There we go. Take on Lunatic here. And something that's really awesome about Nameless is all these link effects he's got. Check this out. So with Neskio, he has apply Infernal Flame to the target for 5 seconds to all enemies, deals burn damage equal to 30% of attack every 1 second, decrease critical rate by 80%, and defense by 30%, which is wonderful. You look at his link effect, Flame of Kusanagi. Increase attack by 12% when power is 2 or more. So as long as Nameless has 2 or more power, he's going to get an attack increase by 12%. Plus, he has a decreased skill cooldown by 1 second. And the thing about link effects is these effects are applied all the time. It's not like strikers when they come in and it lasts for 10 seconds or so. Link effects last throughout the duration of all the time that you're using the character with the link character, which is awesome. Having that extra second of decreased skill cooldown is really going to help be able to use Nameless's active skills more often. And then he's got decreased damage received by 5%, but you take him out, you can put Original Zero in there, who's going to offer increased attack with 10% of defense, increased critical rate by 4%. You can put Ignatz in there, who's offers a heal, offers an attack buff, offers crit rate buff, offers increased attack equal to 10% of defense, and so on and so on. You can put Clone in there, increased attack equal to 10% defense. I mean, this is really awesome that he has such good link effects. But I'm going to use Kyo because I really like having that decreased skill cooldown. So let's jump in here. Come on. Alright, here we go. Take this. I know I didn't need to do that, but why not? We like it. We love it. We want to see it. Yeah. Come on. Come on. The way of a ninja. Oh, got me. You're gonna get it now, boys. See ya. Alright. Okay, here we go. Poor Athena don't even know what's coming. Come on, girl. Please, super armor trigger. And it did. Boom. Easy peasy. Flew through that like it was nothing. Oh my lord. Crazy damage. Crazy damage. So let's get out of here. And let's go into the epic quest. And for the first epic quest, we'll take on Shizu here. And something that's really nice about facing Shizu is that he is a purple element. So that means, Nameless is a purple element, so he's going to have the type advantage against Shizu, which is going to give him an extra 50% damage dealt to Shizu, which is awesome. So let's jump in here, let's do this. Come on, come on. Here we go. And it's just face tanking time. There's that super armor, heck yeah. And I always like to get that second skill in before I use the ultimate skill. I know some people, maybe they would be doing it different. Maybe they would start with the second skill. But I like to use my immunity first. Especially since that skill is a range attack. There we go, there we go. Heck yeah. We're going to take all these guys out all at once. And he just builds that PG so fast. Especially, like I said, if you're in PvE content, that Mr. Big Set is amazing for him. Well, it'd be amazing in PvP as well. Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh, there's no escaping this, bud. No escaping. And he's just plowing through this. And something that's also nice about his ultimate skill is it has a nice amount of AoE. It really does get about everything in the screen. However, it can be canceled, so you have to be careful of that. We're going to use the O special here. I'm afraid we're going to kill him too fast. Yeah. Wanted to kill him on a special. Hell yeah. Easy peasy, man. Plows through this stuff. And one of the beautiful things about PvE content, especially for Nameless, is characters will always come at you and attack you. They will always do it. So the chances of you getting off your super armor are very, very high. So we're going to go all out. We're going to go against the final boss, who's Orochi, and we're going to see how he does here. Now, Orochi has no disadvantage or type advantage as far as color, so let's do this. There we go. Dodge that. And going for the kill. Our super armor is applied right now, so we can just go balls to the wall. And like I said, I always like to get that attack buff right before I use the ultimate skill. Now in PvP, like in live PvP, it's probably going to be a different story. But in PvE content, especially like this, even in the PvP content, as far as League and Infinite Battle, this is the way that I would play them. Boom. And I love his normals too, man. Those things are beautiful. Come on. I love how he just gets pumped up and psyched up right before he gets ready to do it. Giving it his all is what it looks like. It's awesome. I love it. Okay. So we're going to try to build up our PG. And you want to use your special skill, not your ultimate skill here. Because it seems like the ultimate skill just gets canceled. But if you use your special skill, you'll be immune. And you only take a little bit of damage right at the very end there. Something else that's nice about Nameless is he has immunity on his third skill. He can also just hit his third skill, and he won't take damage whenever Orochi's powering up like that either. Now right now we have a disadvantage because Orochi has the balance type icon spinning around him. Really, we need a balance type fighter to be facing him, but it doesn't matter. Nameless is strong enough. He can plow through this all by himself. And this really is a hell of a test as far as PvE is concerned. Oh crap. Ooh. Block that crap. Okay, whoa. My mace actually got away from that. You gonna sit there like a lump on a log, Orochi? Not a smart idea, buddy. Not a smart idea. Nameless is back with a vengeance. Everybody will pay. Come on. And that skill has some good range on it as well. It's pretty awesome. Come on. And you just keep pouring it on me. I'm pretty much just face tanking Orochi. That's pretty much what I'm doing. Yeah. And because we're getting that decreased skill cooldown, I mean, we can just use our active skills over and over and over. Orochi's, that skill where he shoots out those little portals or whatever, those little black plates, those are pretty easy to dodge. Now I want to build up my PG a little bit more before I use that special, or the ultimate. There we go. End on the attack buff from the second skill, then use the ultimate skill. This is how I like to play him, at least in PvE. Like, I haven't really done much PvP content at all since Championship isn't going on. We're trying to build the PG. There we go. Now, we're going to use our third skill this time because our special wasn't ready. We did get the immunity up. We only took damage at the very end there. We'll guard this. Come on. What are you going to do, buddy? Gotcha. A little dodge and attack. Come on. Yeah! I wish it played his music. It kind of sucks they don't. And see, now Orochi's got the fist icon spin around him, so an attack character would actually have the advantage and do more damage to him. So it's pretty impressive that Nameless can come in here and do this. I'm not even using a healing striker. If I was using Ignitz, it would be even easier because you'd even have a heal on top of this. Oh yeah. Come on. I could watch that all day. Yeah, I didn't like that, did you? I missed my third skill, but that's alright. That's alright. Yeah. Come on. Build that PG up? Heck yeah. Poor Orochi. He just don't know. Whoa. Whoa. Dodge that. And as long as his super armor shows up, you're in good standings. You know, you can just keep pouring it on. Don't have to worry about your skills getting interrupted. But if it doesn't trigger, if you don't land your attack, you know, he can get thrown around pretty good, at least in PvP. So that's something you have to be cautious of. You know, when you're playing him, you want to make sure that you're trying to bait your opponents and trick them into doing something so you can do an attack to where you can hopefully trigger your super armor. There we go. Ooh. Guard this here. Come on, punk. Whoa. Oh, I missed. Oh, man. Crap. Completely missed those attacks. That sucks. We'll get you this time, though, buddy. It sucks that a defensive icon never showed up around Orochi throughout this entire fight. If it did, you'd have really seen some insane damage. But it is what it is. Sometimes Orochi will have a defensive icon spin around him. Sometimes he'll have a balance. Sometimes he'll have a tag. It's all RNG based. Come on. It does take a bit of time, though, that's for sure. You know, this fight's taking, 3 minutes. It's a pretty good little wall, but Orochi's no joke, man. He's a tough bastard. He's got a lot of HP. Come on. Come on. Oh my god, I missed that attack again. Ooh. Oh, I don't think so. We're not going to miss this time. Oh, super armor didn't trigger. Skill got interrupted there. Not good. Punk? There it triggered. It's over. It's over. Oh, yeah. Well, it's not over. We still got a little more HP. Dang. Ooh. Freaking bastard disabling the roll. All we can do is guard now. You didn't get me. You didn't get me. And there you have it. Nameless getting it done. A complete solo against Orochi. So Nameless is an amazing character. All of you that have him, I'm sure you're loving him and having a great time with this guy. And those of you that didn't get him, good luck to you in the future. I hope you do get him eventually. So let me know how you're all feeling about Nameless, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.